Okay guys, I'm here today to do something really special because Aston Martin Kuala Lumpur has started an adoption program for owners like me. You know, we did not buy from them, but we're brand enthusiasts. And I'm so happy that they started this adoption program for someone like me so that I can get my car through here and then get everything checked. The history, the service campaigns that they initiated, or whatever recall parts that I can get the full history of, all right? And I'm very excited. The best part, it costs less than your PPF, at least for my car, okay? Even if you have the most expensive Zagato limited edition, right? It's not gonna cost a bomb, all right? Let's go in and check it out. Hi guys, this is Surya, my really good friend from Aston Martin KL. Hi.
Hello, hi Bobby. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah.
I'm Surya, the General Manager of the business in Malaysia. If I may actually share, there are actually some areas that people are pretty much confused about in the market, about how Aston Martin has been established in Malaysia, how many years we have been in Malaysia, and also we also have the authorized venue of retail and services, and we also have the non-authorized venue, which is the parallel importers or the grey imports as we call it today. So I would like to stress a little bit more of the value that we have against the authorized venue, against the parallel importers or the grey importers. What we see in most cases is clients tend to actually contemplate which will be the smarter buy, the smarter purchase and the smarter venue to get execution over their services.
Yeah.
And what the fine line between these two proportions are the assurance level. You know, you have that doubt in you that, okay, do I have the right people working on my car? And the case starts off when people tend to save money. They tend to actually feel that, oh, I'm going to make this purchase because I want to save money, but yet I want to have this finest brand called Aston Martin in their portfolio of vehicle ownership. And that's the whole driven factor of how they actually get through the hands of purchasing a parallel import vehicle, for example, against the authorized retail. They save about 50% from the taxes, 50%. But they never actually understand what would be the tax savings like to actually own a brand new car. So for example, if you were to come in through the authorized venue like us, Aston Martin, we enable you to save 70% from the taxes. Apart from parallel import venue, you only get about 50% savings in general.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's the thing that people are missing out on, the realistic view of authorized venue against parallel import venue. But again, we are allowing you to save 70% from that tax venue. Why not choose a new car?
Exactly.
Against a parallel import, right?
That's the point.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't realize, right? I mean, that's a nice term to call them parallel imports, but they're actually used cars.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, exactly.
And it's a used car, it's been used and it's spec'd by somebody else. Whereas if you walked into Aston Martin, you could spec a blue that is the same hue as your favorite shirt that your late father gave you. You know, things like that.
Well said. Right? That's true.
Yeah. So these are all the things possible. So I'm surprised today. What I learned is you may save 50% by buying a used car on taxes, but you can save 70% on a new car by speccing it yourself, get the bespoke treatment, tailored color choices, specs from Aston Martin KL officially.
What is it? Something you hear, something you see, desire you feel, inexplicable, irresistible. A new dimension, created through tradition by Aston Martin.
And there's something awesome you want to share today, right? About adoption of cars. You want to share with me a little bit about that?
Definitely. And touching into your question to me, Bobby, in terms of adoption fees, we are very generous enough. What we would like to achieve here is we want to let our Aston enthusiasts out there in the market, regardless if it's official or non-official, to let them know that we love them. We care for them. We truly want to be a part of the service provider to show them that we care for them because they are an Aston enthusiast. They've put in so much of pride and glory to own the brand. So we need to be there to unleash our love to them, to show them that we want to welcome them. Speak to us more, identify the troubles that they are facing with their vehicle, and let's find a fine line that in between we meet a accommodation where we synchronize. And that's where we call the adoption. So the adoption process comes in. For example, a VH model, a vertical horizon model, which is the first century development plan of Aston Martin, we would only just charge them about 20,000 ringgit.
Oh,
20,000 ringgit only, yep. It's very affordable, very, very affordable.
guys, that is less than your PPF cost. If you think about it, it's less than PPF.
Definitely. Because you're looking at about 25,000 for a PPF on a luxury supercar.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
so you're actually being charged less than that. You're right, Bobby.
And PPF lasts like 3-4 years.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah.
But this is one-off.
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 Lifetime. You have a lifetime assurances
Yeah.
that you have the experts working with you
Yeah.
and working on your car. You could leave your vehicle trusted that the experts know what they're doing. And you
Nice.
have the assurances that we do a quality control check. We do the entire vehicle health check with the 20,000 being imposed.
Yeah.
And then that's what FOC, free of charge, from the package itself.
Yeah.
And then from there, we give you a full detailed report that identifies the area that requires the upgrades or requires some upkeeping on the vehicle condition based on the health check that's done. And this health check is a live streaming based health check with the AMDS system, we call it, the diagnostic systems. And this system is directly connected to the UK, so it's based on live UK streaming. So every single thing that is detailed is being diagnosed by the UK portfolio, the portal itself, directly delivered to us, and we generate the report, and we will actually get the upkeeping done based on the report analysis.
Nice, nice.
It's very special. And that's something that it's priceless in value.
Yes.
And it's one-off, like what you just mentioned, Bobby, it's just one-off. And that is true value. So we have invested all of these being the authorized provider. And people wouldn't know this because if you go to a third-party provider, they wouldn't invest on any of these. We invest on all of these expertise, the special tools that we invest on, a lot of criteria which are not being maximized on the third-party venue providers. We are providing them as it's a CI, it's a control, and Aston Martin Lagonda themselves are personally looking at this as an audit control. So we have the state-of-the-art facility, state-of-the-art people that are trained, that are finished with finesse quality, and the equipment that we have is all state-of-the-art based on auditory measures. So it's all audited on a yearly basis. So we all have them upgraded every year.
Nice.
And it's all
So when does this campaign start? Or as of this video, when they watch it, they could already make an appointment and come here.
Yes, you're right, Bobby. Immediately, you will be the one who is unleashing this identity across the nation, that we will be actually giving in opportunities for them to come into us, make a phone call, make an appointment, send their vehicles through for a health screening, get the adoption process done, and that's when we actually start the new journey together. And the adoption process starts off with 20,000 for the VH model, like mentioned, and then it goes up to 80,000 ringgit for the special series. What I mentioned by special series are those who are like, Zagato series, and you're looking at those AMR series that are brought in, and they wonder who, they are all left unattended, They call them the unattended clients.
8 million, 10 million.
10 million.
Right? And you want to save on that.
And what is 80,000 to that?
Exactly.
It's true value. You're looking at long-term value. It's a one-off value.
That's the highest.
The highest that we charge.
Only 80?
We're only charging 80, the highest. We're not charging anything more. Because we want to give back love to the people. Yep. We want them to come back to us. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's really kind of you all.
Thank you.
Really generous. Nice. So let's say a customer who stays in Bukit Amansara, and for them usually when their service regime or routine is that they can actually contact here, and here can actually send a flatbed to pick up the car.
Exactly.
And send it over here, get it serviced.
Right.
Of course, the customer would have to pay, but then send it back to them, right? They don't have to come all the way here, right?
You're right, Bobby.
Yeah.
They wouldn't need so. And as what you've mentioned, these clients, they have multiple cars.
Yes.
And they have drivers, they're being chauffeur driven.
Yeah.
And these are their pride and glory where they want to drive them themselves,
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're so precious, it's so precious to them.
Yeah.
And they are so particular about who is maneuvering them
Yeah.
and how it does. Even we don't recommend our clients to be actually given a chance where our technical team actually drives the vehicle. We don't. We want the best for them. We don't want to take any chances as well. So what we do is we arrange a flatbed, like what you mentioned.
Yeah.
We put in a very, very affordable price to that as well. We package it into the package,
Yeah.
and then we give them the best facility.
Nice.
And we do a full inspection on the overall vehicle condition. We do them internal and exterior, and then we guide them through a video to support the client that when we receive the vehicle, we are inspecting them from bumper to bumper, from interior, from to an A pillar to C pillar. So we're
Nice.
doing a full check, and then we ensure the clients that they are fully assured, which you don't have this done conventionally on the third party. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. So guys, this is Surya, the General Manager of Aston Martin KL, and I'm really glad that someone like him has been tasked to be the guardian of this brand in Malaysia and is coming up with all this interesting stuff, especially for enthusiasts like us who love the brand. And can't wait to see you all, to get your vehicles adopted and get in here and do the right thing basically for your car, because it's like what Surya said, your pride and glory. And now we're just gonna go. Oh, thank you.
Next,
What
I
else?
need
Huh?
to-
Nothing else, right? So the VIN goes in,
Okay.
and you guys are able to tell if, see, it's 2015,
Yep. It's a 2015 car.
2015 car.
Correct.
Yeah, I have the chassis number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So it's genuine. It's
Yeah.
a 2015 car.
Yeah.
So this is where we check whatever we call it bird certificate of the car. Yeah.
How would you all
Aston
know
Martin
whether
VIN.
it's a Malaysia imported car, is a Malaysia official Aston Martin car, or it's a parallel import?
We have here country.
Oh, if it's Malaysia,
Yeah,
it says
the
Malaysia.
origin country. Yeah, if
I
Malaysia,
see.
Malaysia. Yeah.
So that's why I need to pay for the adoption,
adoption fee.
so that
Correct.
you all recognize this is
Yes.
no longer a lost child in the wild.
True.
Yeah. So it's really good to go through this with professionals like him, so that I get to know whether are there any service campaign, a recall campaign, something important that needs to be done. Yeah. So you mentioned that there is one service campaign that you all discovered,
Yes,
right?
we have one service
Is it a crucial thing?
Okay.
One
let me show
outstanding
you.
campaign.
Yeah. I can see it's quite crucial because if you can see, it's
Starter.
a modification to the electrical condition. Yeah, to the starter.
What I mentioned just now.
Yep.
So you all will order this part in, no?
Yeah.
Ah.
Normally we have to check first
Yes.
whether it's corroded because if they have stated here.
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
it is not attached properly, positive cable to the solenoid, right?
I see.
Yeah. So
I see.
it might cause a corrode or a poor
Poor
connection.
connection.
Yeah. Which
Understand.
lead to a starter failure.
All right.
Yeah. So we have to check first.
But overall, this car is my least problematic car.
Good. We have maintained it well.
It never kacau one. Unlike the other Germans, ting, then ting.
Christmas lights.
Yeah, Christmas. My Audi,
Yeah.
Audi.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So, okay. Usually your car's battery is in the bonnet, right? Or some German cars, they put the battery in the boot, right? Because they want to balance the weight out. And putting it in the boot removes the battery from a very hot compartment, which shortens the lifespan of your battery. But either way, either side, you see the car has the wheelbase, right? Battery is a very heavy thing. It's out of the wheelbase, that means it affects your center of basically central mass, right? Aston places the battery underneath the rear seats, all right? Which means This battery is now within the wheelbase. Keeping weight within the wheelbase improves handling. All right. So why they are doing that? Just now they are giving my battery a health check. So my battery is very healthy. So yeah, I'm gonna leave my car here, but basically all in all, the reason I get the adoption done is that at least I bring my car in one round, all right, get it connected all the way to UK to look through everything officially, to get everything checked, to get everything assured. And of course, they have the proper procedures, proper equipment, proper training, and all the necessary tools to at least go through it healthily and make sure the car is in good condition. I would self-profess that I take care of my cars really, really well, but nothing can be compared to doing it at the official place. All right, I'm gonna leave my car here, and I wish it a good health.
When I switched to Pro Mileage, in my case, I got 46, 47% of savings for that car.
Pro Mileage was the only one that gave me 5,000 extra value to cover, yet still cheaper, a lot less. A lot less.
Ride with them bars, voila. Check you and me into your job. Word is the name, they wanna do the chain. Turn on photo watch, he plain Jane.